if you've been to the event before, it's always a good reason to come back the next year, because we're gonna be doing launching some new things. So
Well,
you're gonna have to stay tuned for that. We're looking to open up the call for speakers for anyone who's interested or wants to suggest a speaker. Keep an eye out for that in April.
and stay subscribed to your email list because it
Yep.
will be on there. Is that the best way to?
Absolutely. The MJ BizCon Buzz newsletter, especially, that'll give you all the behind the scenes information year round on what's happening with MJ BizCon.
We are back with another one of our excellent and the essential go-to conference of the season, which I think is in December. We're going to get to that. We have got Jess from MJ Biz, which also does the Emerald Conference, another really cool conference to go to. One of those boutique ones where you really get some meat off the bone. That's in April in San Diego, but we're going to get into all that. But let's first introduce you to Jess from MJ Biz Emerald team. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm the Chief Revenue and Experience Officer for MJ Biz, and so all things MJ Biz, including MJ BizCon and the Emerald Conference. So I'm glad to be here to give you a little bit of insights, behind the scenes. But very excited about the year coming up.
That is a massive responsibility. I mean, just all the entire experience and all the revenue for MJ Biz and the Emerald Conference. And that's just incredible. Congratulations. How long have you been in that position?
Thanks. So I've been with MJ Biz since 2018. And I've seen it kind of seen the industry go through a number of different changes, like through the pandemic and after. I've been heading up the events there, and recently with the transition where we were acquired by Emerald, not to be confused with Emerald Conference, in 22, stepped into the role of overseeing the brand.
That is incredible. I'm appreciative of the fact that you're here to introduce yourself to our audience. And I hope too many people don't reach out to you and say, you seem very approachable. I have this issue that I want to talk to you about. So you probably have like 50 people that you designate stuff to. So,
Well, we have an amazing team that puts it together to pull off something like what we do, especially at the in Vegas in the winter. That team is amazing, and you would think, with the size of it, that we had hundreds of people working on it, but it's actually it's fewer than 50. So they're really amazing. And then the editorial team that's doing our newsletter content year round. So it takes a village, that's for sure.
and just because somebody's probably curious when they heard you say that, what is the separation between the conference and the newsletter? And
Well, honestly, there isn't much of a separation. So the way that we view it is, we started MJ Biz to provide the insights and knowledge and really forum for the cannabis industry to do business. And the way that we do that is through a number of different channels, whether it's in person at our events or through the analysis that our reporters provide. So we are one team. We have people who work on the event year round and people who work on the media year round, and some people that cross over between both.
Yeah, your media, your email blasts are one of my go-to sources for information. So
Thanks.
it's absolutely fantastic. So anyways, let's talk a little bit about what you guys have been going on with your conferences this year. Let's start with the Emerald Conference. That's in San Diego, correct?
It is. So we're at the Lowe's Coronado, April 1st through the 3rd. I love this event. It's the 9th iteration of it, because it's really it's an event where we can drill down into the science behind the cannabis industry and where things are going. We firmly believe that all of the research that's being done is going to be driving the business decisions. So coming together to talk about anything from like preclinical and clinical applications to analytical concepts. It's really presenting the research, and there are very few events out there that I think drill down into that level. So it's fascinating. I learn a ton when I'm there, and it's more of an intimate networking environment, and we love that as well. As opposed to what we do in Vegas in the winter, which is fast and furious for a few days.
Absolutely. Well, I was at the conference last year, and it's one of those conferences where you can have a time to spend with somebody learning stuff that you should know if you're going to be in the cannabis industry. So I'm really appreciative. Like people like Sue Sicily, Hope
Mhm.
Jones. You have amazing speakers, amazing content, and it's like a boutique conference for those who really want to understand the science, the research, the medicinal value of cannabis, which is ultimately really important. So, congratulations on the event. Anything unique happening this year that people should be aware of so far with the Emerald Conference?
Yeah. So I think the big thing this year is, besides just providing the latest updates on the research that, we've been talking about for the past few years, I think we're expanding into talking about the research behind psychedelics because, I'm finding more and more that those two conversations tend to follow each other. And it's something we've been asked to do for a little while. And we feel like that this is a really good opportunity, especially considering that we have a sister brand called Remind, Business of Psychedelics. That is both a media brand, and then they have a business conference as that industry is taking flight. That will be this fall with MJ BizCon in Vegas as well. So that's a big new addition to us. We are expanding the content to offer more presentations in general, as well, and some of those will be around psychedelic science.
What are the dates on the Remind conference? And I'm asking for myself now because I don't like to miss things where my knowledge can grow. So I got Emerald. I'm going to go. Got my knowledge is going to increase. I don't know what's going to come out of it, but
Yeah.
wisdom comes through gathering all these facts and all these experience, and that's why you're there. That's why I'm there. And so I missed the Remind conference at MJ BizCon in 2023 because I was busy with the association's day and
Uh-huh.
some other events. What's the schedule this year for 2024?
Sure. So we are going to be for Remind. It's going to be December 3rd and 4th. MJ BizCon. The show floor will be open December 4th through the 6th. With the pre-conference forums being on the 3rd. So I know it's hard. We all like that is probably the biggest thing that we hear is that everyone wants to clone themselves, be in multiple places at once. We're trying really hard, but without keeping you in Vegas for 2 weeks because none of us would survive that. It's the best way to do it.
I was there Sunday through Saturday, so
Ooh, it's a long week. I'm there about 10 days for move in and move out and everything. And I'm telling you, oh man, it's hard to be an attendee, that's for sure.
you just got to remember to drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
So Emerald, early April, put it on your calendar, San Diego. That's the place that you want to go to if you really want to dig into understanding cannabis, understanding substance, the use as a substance scientifically, medicinally, etc. Man, it's a great place to learn things. It's a great place to network with some quality individuals. And then after that, we have MJ Biz. Your next event will be MJ BizCon.
Yes, it will. So MJ BizCon, Las Vegas Convention Center again this year. And we're honestly we're digging into the planning for that right now. So there are going to be some exciting new things coming. That's something we try to do every year is bring something new and different. So if you've been to the event before, it's always a good reason to come back the next year because we're gonna be launching some new things. So you're
Well,
gonna have to stay tuned for that. We're looking to open up the call for speakers for anyone who's interested or wants to suggest a speaker. Keep an eye out for that in April.
and stay subscribed to your email list because it
Yep.
will be on there. Is that the best way to?
Absolutely. The MJ BizCon Buzz newsletter, especially, that'll give you all the behind the scenes information year round on what's happening with MJ BizCon. We try to give you some information before it hits the broader public. So if you're subscribed to that, but you can subscribe on mjbizdaily.com to all of our newsletters, including the MJ BizCon Buzz.
Okay, I need to get on there and update my preferences. Okay, so but I mean I talk to you guys a lot, so um okay, so that's fantastic. And as you were saying that, I was thinking to myself that your floor show is almost sold out. I mean, you guys were like at I took a peek, and it's like you guys are like at 75%
Uh-huh.
occupancy already.
Yeah, I think the cannabis industry's had a, tough couple years, of course, but I am seeing some, hopefully some positive things and some growth that's going to be coming out of the industry, and hopefully we'll be able to get everyone back together for, what we call internally, the Super Bowl of the cannabis industry, the big event at the end of the year. And if you are interested in exhibiting, that space is going very quickly. So as you said, we're about 75% sold out. So definitely reach out to us sooner than later. And I can definitely get you in touch with the right person. But all things are looking great for a wonderful closeout to the year this year.
And to exhibit at MJ BizCon, is it sales at what's the email there?
Yeah, sales at mjbiz.com.
And then for the Emerald Conference, what is
Yeah, same one, the same place to go to reach out to us, sales at mjbiz.com if you're interested in participating. If you're interested in Emerald Conference, it's both. So both Emerald Conference and MJ BizCon, if you're interested in participating, please reach out to us at sales at mjbiz.com and we can get you all the information you need.
Yeah, and I have to say that we had an amazing experience the last MJ BizCon and at the last Emerald Conference, interacting with so many individuals on the floor. It is Super Bowl Cannabis Week in December, and going to the Emerald Conference, that's where you start to make your friends, to have those relationships come to something meaningful in December. It's just an amazing. You guys do such an amazing job. I'm a little bit like starstruck just interacting with you here,
Oh goodness. Well, hey, we love partnering with you guys. It's been a great love match, all these years. So we're happy to have Mita and everything that you're doing.
Well, we're a big believer in community and bringing people together and events and networking. And the truth of the matter is you guys put on some of the best networking events in cannabis. And so you guys are like our idol, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you. Well, hey, I'm in downtown Denver and I would love to make it down to one of your events one of these days. It's not too far for us.
Yeah. Okay. So excellent. So speaker submissions are coming up for MJ BizCon in December. Sales, get on it because the show floor will sell out and it's selling out fast. It's all in the same place, Lowe's, and then MJ BizCon is at the convention center, all the same stuff.
Yep, exactly. So Lowe's Coronado. So gosh, I mean, who wouldn't want to be in Coronado in April? It's going to be gorgeous. And then MJ BizCon back at the Las Vegas Convention Center in December.
All right. Well, fantastic. You do a great job, and it's great to put a face behind the organization. You've been there since 2018. You've watched this cannabis industry evolve. These cannabis conferences are going to evolve as the cannabis industry evolves over the next 10, 20, 30 years. Maybe you and I will still be here. But I'm certain MJ BizCon will still be here.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you at both events.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us. And what's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
Absolutely. Jess.tyler@mjbiz.com. Feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk to you. So any ideas you have.
Absolutely. The experience officer and the chief revenue officer. You are the person to talk to. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, good. Yeah.
And cut.
Sorry about the delay there.
That's
How you
okay.
doing?
Good. Do you feel like you got what you need?
Yeah, no, we're gonna edit out a little bit, that little portion out, and it gives people, we're just trying to step it up a little bit rather than just saying, hey, go to the MJ BizCon, go to Emerald, go to Benzinga.
Yeah.
We're saying like, look, here's a little bit of behind the scenes, talking to somebody who was important at the place. We talked to Mark Shepard from Nican, but
Yeah.
you guys are the big dogs, so it's great that you guys participated. Thank you. We really appreciate that.
Of course, anytime. And I know especially like with LinkedIn, it's kind of hard for me to keep up with LinkedIn. So I'll shoot you a note so you have my email, but Lena is a great way to get in touch with me as well. She knows how to bug me enough. So I'm always happy to have a chat. So whenever you need it.
Yeah, and watch our, we're going to be releasing. We had to wait for one of our sponsors, Curaleaf, to actually pay us. So we didn't want to release all of our MJ BizCon videos before we got, the money that they said they'd give us. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
and so starting, is it today or tomorrow or yesterday? yesterday we're releasing the 35 podcasts that we created at MJ BizCon.
Okay.
And we're dripping them day by day.
Okay.
So you guys are going to get a whole lot of promotion.
And if you tag us in it, I'll flag with our social media manager to make sure that both MJ Biz is reposting it, and then I can repost it on my personal one as well.
It's some solid content. I mean, we did what we refer to as a state-by-state overview, so that people can learn a little bit about the basic market structure, supply chain behind each of these states, and then some countries as well. If I had more time and more resources, we could have stepped it up, but it's definitely a good starting point for people who want to learn about the industry. And you guys probably talk about this over at MJ BizCon. We have to, expand the marketplace and bring in more people and have more license holders and stuff. Otherwise, it's just gonna get too small. And then there's no point in networking, because the 10 people, imagine.
Yeah, let's not go backwards. Don't want to go backwards.
Yeah. And so I think you'll like it. Check out the series, but I would love to do something like that again at MJ BizCon. If there's any way that we could work together on that,
I think we can definitely talk about it. I'll mention it to Lena because she handles all of our partnerships, and we can figure out what might be the best way to do that. So, especially I think we're considering if we need to bring something like Podcast Row back, or, figure out the best way to do that from a press angle.
Yeah, excellent. And I know we could talk about it. It's just so nice to talk to you.
Of course. And I'll send you a note so you have all my contact info. But yeah, feel free to reach out to me anytime.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a great day, guys. Thank you. All right. Bye.